In the book of John, Jesus talking with one of his disciples, Thomas. And when Thomas asked Jesus, now you say you're going, you're leaving, and we don't know where you're going. How do we know the way? And Jesus answered and said, I am the way, the truth, and the life. No man comes unto the Father except through me. And in another episode in the whole book of John, there's a different occasions, different situations in the book of John. And Jesus was saying, I am the bread of life. Any man that eats of me, we hunger no more. Another one, he said, I am the water of life. Anyone who drinks from me will thirst no more. Now, in all this, you will see life, 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 bread of life, water of life, and the life itself, eternal life. Now, when Jesus, any message, any gospel, any truth without Jesus, the message of Christ in it, is no truth. It's just a motivation. And when you motivate people without Christ inside of it, it's difficult to really actually get, because the life, Jesus Christ himself is life-giving. The message of Jesus is life-giving. So any message outside Christ, the Christ is not the center of that message, it's not life-giving, because in him is life. The very existence of God is in Christ Jesus. Okay, that's the Zoe, the life of God. So he is the real life, is the life. That's why, if you have Christ, you have life. That's why he said, anyone who dies, he liveth, because Christ in him is the hope. He said, though he dies, he lives. He will surely live, because Jesus is the very existence of God, is life. He said, you know me, when you know me, then you know the Father. So there's any message outside Christ, there's no life in it. Any gospel outside Christ, there's no life in it, because he's the life. Okay? And now he says it's the bread of life. There are different bread. People eat from different places. People look for different things to get different solutions. They go to different places. Any bread you eat from that does not carry the life of Christ inside of it, is just ordinary bread. Because it's the one, that's why when you have Christ, you have a satisfaction inside of him. You're a child of God. There's this inner satisfaction inside of you. Because that satisfaction is a very short, is an assured satisfaction that you are a child of God. Okay? We have the confidence that we're a child of God. That is the bread of life. When you taste of God, you are assured, you have the satisfaction inside of you that you're a child of God. That's why when you eat of the bread of life, when you eat of the life of Christ, you are satisfied. You want nothing else. You don't need any, you want nothing else. You know, because where you are, you're in a short place. You are in a secured ground. That's having Christ, the bread of life, that will make you hunger or thirst for things that are not, things that ordinarily you as humans cannot even take of it. People do things. People eat different things. People go to places. People, they submit themselves to different things because they hunger. They hunger for whatever. So when you have the bread of life, you have Christ. There's a different bread everywhere. Okay, and it's the water of life. When you taste of him, when you drink of this water of life, you will thirst no more. When people go, that means there are different water. There are different waters. That's what Christ is going to say. There are different people who take different things. People are going to take different things just to satisfy the inner being, the inner self, the inner being. Because there's this thing, there's a craving inside of man to satisfy something. The spirit man wants to be satisfied through any means. But when you have Christ inside of you, when you drink of this water of life, which is Christ himself, the inner man takes in the real life of God. That's the only life of Christ that can satisfy the inner man inside of you. So the bread of life is the Lord. You take up the bread of life, you have Christ, you have life, you are satisfied. When you drink of it, you will taste no more. You hunger because people are thirsty. They are looking for God in different ways. Until you come to Christ, you will not know who you are in Christ. But when you come to Christ, you will know who you are in Christ and Christ in you. Stay blessed and bye-bye.